Wednesday morning. It's a midweek morning, and how are you doing? I hope you're having a wonderful time, and welcome back to work, because it's time now for us to go back and make ends meet. I hope you enjoyed your holidays and your break. Now it's time for us to talk sports this morning on this dial. My name is Azuka Chemeka. Yes, already today is the D-Day in Europe. Two English teams will definitely be sweating it out with one another. Talking about Liverpool, as they will be taking on, yes, Chelsea in the European Super Cup. And we hope it's going to be worthwhile for supporters as well as fans of both teams. And also, quickly, we've asked you to predict whoever you think will win tonight's game. The game is slated for 8:45 Nigerian time. So go out there, go to our Facebook page and drop your prediction. You might never know. You might be the lucky winner, because we intend to recharge your phone by topping it up by tomorrow. So please, if you want to predict, go to our Facebook page, drop your prediction. Our Facebook page is Delta Broadcasting Service. Like the icon, drop your prediction there, and our prediction time will end by 6 p.m. later today. 6 p.m., any prediction that comes in will be considered invalid. So go ahead and start picking. Is it going to be Liverpool? Is it going to be Chelsea? Let's hear from you. And also we'll be looking at our team that is going to Morocco. Talking about the Flying Eagles team led by our own Paul Aigbogun. What do you make out of this team? They went to the world scene and they did not do so well. Now this is another chance for them to go and rule the continent. Do you think they must have done enough correction for them to still go out there and make Nigerian proud? You know how we do it. We'll open our lines later on and we'll have an interactive section. But meanwhile, let's take you straight to hear from the man who is in charge of Liverpool. They are the champions of Europe. Yes, Jurgen Klopp is the man, and I believe he will have one or two things to say, because he believes that tonight is going to be a special night. And history will be made today as far as the Super Cup is concerned. It's going to be an all-female affair. When I mean female affair, officials for this game are ladies. Yes, lovely ladies will be taking charge of tonight's game. This is the first time in Europe, high-profile game such as this, that a woman will be the central referee. Let's hear from Jurgen Klopp this morning.
Will your priority this season be the Premier League?
Unfortunately, I'm not good enough to to decide that. I have to take what I can get. So that's how it is. So, we didn't decide last year. We go for the Champions League and ignore the Premier League, obviously. So we just try to win the next football game. That's tomorrow night, and that is difficult enough. But I cannot make. Sorry, I'm not genius, so I have to take what I can get. Last year, thankfully, we got something, celebrated it. Now let's carry on.
Yes, that is Jurgen Klopp. He says he's taking a lot of ambition into tonight's game. He's not under any pressure. He's ready to make sure that he delivers when it matters most, and we hope he will definitely do that. And we're also wishing them all the best. So who do you think will be smiling home at the end of the day when both teams meet later on this evening? Is the Super Cup night in Europe? What will be your bet, or what will be your take? Where will your money be? Is it going to be for Liverpool, or is it going to be for Chelsea? Knowing fully well how Chelsea suffered over the weekend, will they bounce back in this game? Well, I would definitely be delighted to read out your prediction as well as your comments later on when the program gets to that stage of the program where we'll be giving you feedback. Meanwhile, we'll be starting with what we do usually. We take you on a round robin trip concerning what is happening in the world of sports. And we're starting with lawn tennis this morning, where Andy Murray says he had some second thought about decision not to play singles at the US Open. Murray lost in straight sets in the Cincinnati Masters on Monday in his first single match for 7 months. He had earlier turned down a white card for the main draw in New York because he was not convinced his body would be ready for 5-set matches. And he says also that he believes that he needs to take time and also understand how he will be able to come back into the game very, very fast. And talking about qualifying matches, which begins in New York on Monday, they are to play by the best set 3. So Andy Morrell, who had earlier said he wanted to leave, not participate in the U.S. Open, is now having a second thought. The U.S. Tennis Association had already announced the names of the 9 American men who had received white card into the qualifying draws. In the female category of lawn tennis this morning, Serena Williams has withdrawn from the Cincinnati Masters with a recurring back injury just days after pulling out of the Rogers Cup final. Williams, who is 37, was set to be in a game later on earlier yesterday, but she said she had to withdraw because she has started feeling pain again. The 23-time Grand Slam said it actually hurts her not to be part of the ongoing Masters, and she said she had to withdraw because she feels she needs to rest. Her latest withdrawal comes less than 2 weeks before the start of the U.S. Open, where she will be chasing a record equaling 24 Grand Slam title. Meanwhile, her sister Venus defeated defending champions and 5th seed Kiki Benten's 6-3, 3-6, 7-6, 7-4 in a second-round battle that lasted 2 hours and 17 minutes. Well, I know someday, somehow, she will overcome. Talking about Williams, Serena, she will definitely overcome that injury scare and bounce back. We need to see her back in her best form. And leaving lawn tennis, we take you to the court this morning, and it's all about the Tigress. Yesterday, they defeated Cameroon at the ongoing Afro-Basket competition taking place. The Tigress, one of their players after that game, her name is Aisha Mohammed, has stated that the Nigerian women national team will make the most of the team's current form after beating Cameroon by 106 points to 39 at the ongoing FIBA Women Afro-Basket in Senegal. Aisha said the big win recorded by Nigeria had further shown the team's resolve to beat all comers to defend the FIBA Women Afro-Basket title. She further added that team chemistry and belief in one another has actually helped a lot because there is a very good level of understanding and also athleticism being exhibited by the team. And she says we are going to do what we can and also supposed to do, and by the special grace of God, we will definitely win and defend the title we won at the last edition. And that is Aisha speaking on behalf of other Tigress teammates. And we're also wishing them all the best. And as it is now, the Tigress of Nigeria have also topped the group. And we are hoping they will also move further in the competition and perhaps at the end of the day come back with the trophy. From the female camp, we go to the male camp of the Nigerian basketball team. The female are known as the Tigress, while the men are the Tigers. And speaking about the Tigers, NBA most sought after front desk manager Mesai Ujiri at the weekend commended the board of the Nigerian Basketball Federation for putting a working organization for the men's national team, the Tigers, ahead of the 2019 FIBA Basketball World Cup holding in China from August 31st to September. Speaking at a welcome home trophy show in Lagos, Ujiri, who led the Toronto Raptors to win the NBA title for the first time in the club's history, said he was happy with some organization put in place that he has seen the national team progress. He pointed out that there are several opportunities that can be tapped into by the private sector is properly informed to promote the game of basketball in Nigeria, noting that this is the only way the youths can be reached and given a chance to excel. From basketball, we take you to the world of cycling, where news reaching us indicates that 13-man cycling delegation left Abuja yesterday to attend the World Junior Cycling Track Championship in Frankfurt, Germany, which runs from today to August 18, 2019. And disclosing the information is the technical director of the Cycling Federation of Nigeria, CFN Bashir Mohammed, who spoke with Melody Sport earlier on this morning. And we go to the world of athletics. Yes, just a couple of days from now, the All-African Games will start in Morocco. And the second badge of Nigeria, or Team Nigeria, to this year's African Games arrived Morocco yesterday afternoon. The advanced team had left Lagos for the North African country at the weekend to prepare the grounds. And yesterday, the judo team, made up of 8 persons, left the Murtala Mohammed Airport in Lagos by 2 a.m. in the morning and arrived in Casablanca in the evening. The male football team also left Lagos yesterday evening. A total of 562 athletes and officials will represent Nigeria at the Games, which is the 12th edition. The Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Youth and Sports, Olusade Adeshola, had revealed recently that 100 special guests will be part of the contingent to Morocco, adding that the contingent is made up of 153 male and 178 female athletes, as well as 58 coaches. Others are 27 medical personnel, 20 team secretaries, 4 secretariat staffs, and 2 officials of NOC. Meanwhile, rave of the moment, our own long jumper Ese Brume is expected to join Team Nigeria in Morocco on August 21st. Speaking from her base with Melody Sports from North Cyprus yesterday, Brume, who made big headlines recently in Turkey by jumping 7.5 meters, said, "Hopefully I will join them on August 21st." And you know why I use our own? Ese Brume is a proud Deltan, actually flying the flag of Delta State. She was discovered here in Delta State. Precisely, she's from Ugeli, and we're wishing her all the best. Yes, in case you're just joining us, it's Melody Sports this lovely Wednesday morning. I hope you are getting the latest in the ever-busy world of sports as we go to the world of weightlifting. Yes, and I must tell you, it's a very, very, very sad moment for Russian athletes because, 5 Russian weightlifters, including Olympic bronze medalists, have been provisionally suspended after being accused of doping by the International Weightlifting Federation. Names are Ruslan Bagrov, who is 31, took bronze at London 2012, while 2013 Women World Champion Tamar Truva, David Bayan, Olga Chen, and Egor Klivnovo have been all suspended. The governing body said the compelling nature of the evidence from the World Anti-Doping Agency, WADA, had led to the suspension. WADA identified a target pool of almost 300 athletes across various sports, with the most suspicious sample taken from Russia Anti-Doping Agency laboratory in Moscow. IWF President Tamas Ajan said, "We noted without any satisfaction that weightlifting was far from the other sports to have been affected by the extensive and historic Russian doping revealed by the whistleblower, the media, and WADA. And having done their investigation thoroughly, these athletes were found wanting and they've been suspended." Yes, with that doping report, we wrap up the other sports gist as we head up to the round letter game of football this morning. And I'm asking this morning, where will your support be lying? Who are you rooting for this night in the Super Cup taking place in Istanbul, Turkey? Yes, the Blues will be taking over the Red. Yes, I must tell you, it's all set. The stage is set. And again, guess what? Is a female referee that will be handling the men's game. What a way to go. I hope you will not miss it. So let me get your reactions and also get your predictions. Go to our Facebook page, drop your predictions, and later when I open my lines, you will tell me what you feel about this game. It's going to be the first Super Cup win for any English team. Either is it going to be for Liverpool or is it going to be for Chelsea? Well, your guess is as good as mine. And we're starting with the round letter game of football here in Delta State, where all is now set for the 4th edition of a football tournament. And I must give you more details. I'll be giving you more details later on because my good friend Triple Chief has just sent the details. I will be revealing the details, and is the Omashaye Cup, the 4th edition, taking place right here in Delta State. All you need to do is contact Triple Chief and get your registration form, and that game is strictly for 40 years and above. So all of now will be smally waiting say when I won't come break leg, carry money go, no show for now. So go and register with Triple Chief at the WARRI City Stadium. That is his venue and the office precisely, and is the Omashaye 4th edition of Chief Omashaye's Cup. So wishing you guys all the best. Meanwhile, we'll take you to Lagos, where news reaching us indicates that former GOAT coach of Jiwa FC of Jos, Tony Bulus, will today be unveiled as the new gaffer of MFM FC of Lagos. Tony Bulus, who was the coach of Malufasha United in the last season, will be overseeing the affairs of MFF of Lagos in the coming season and will be unveiled today to the public. Tony Bulus was part of Rangers International historic feat in 2016, where he assisted coach Imama Kabo. In that history year, Rangers International ended 32 years of being trophyless. Can Tony Bulus fit into big shoes left by coach Fidelis Ilechukwu is one big question that we should be asking this morning. Elsewhere, MPFL highest goal scorer in last season becomes a rave of the moment with international team's invitation. Sanisu Ibrahim of Nasarawa United is enjoying the hard work he put in last season, as the pace winger has received 2 national team invitations within the space of 1 week. First, it was coach Imama Kabo who handed the 16-year-old a call-up to the national under-23 team. Just 2 days ago, the Golden Eagles gaffer, coach Manu Gaba, included his name in the provisional man list for the under-17 World Cup coming up November in Brazil. It appears it is time to enjoy the fruit of his labor for the former FC Bashir of Lafia winger Sanisu Ibrahim. Let him take a bow this morning, because indeed he has been invited. So I must tell you, if you're playing the round letter game, definitely you will be sorted out one of these days. And from now, we take you to the camp of our national under-17 team, where 5-time champions Nigeria have started their campaign ahead of the FIFA under-17 World Cup finals taking place in Brazil from October 26 to November 17, 2019. The Golden Eagles qualified for the championship by finishing among the top 4 teams at the African under-17 Cup of Nations held in Tanzania in April this year. Head coach Manu Gaba has invited 52 players to the team camp at the Sirob Legacy Hotel, Abuja. They are instructed to report to the camp. They were instructed to report to camp as of yesterday. Manu Gaba was head coach of the squad that won Nigeria's 4th title in the United Arab Emirates in 2013. The Golden Eagles also triumphed at the 1985, 1993, 2007, and 2015 championship in China, Japan, South Korea, and Chile, respectively. The invited players are goalkeeper Sunday Stephen, Suleiman Shwabu, Joseph Owobushola, Zubril Usman, Moses Aluko, and Anthony Okoronkwo. For the defenders, we have Etim Charles, Ogaga Oduku, Ferdinand Clement, David Isaiah Aluko, Shadrach Tanko, Bayowa Abayomi, Kevin Ago, Dashir Yusuf, Adeyi Tilima, Ismaili Sulundin, Usman Mohammed, and Emeka Ebu. The midfielders are Sunday Tijani, Alfred Olaini, Ibrahim Jabal, Fawaz Abdullahi, Shuaibu Abudrazak, Peter Agba, Muyudin Oyidalo, Suleiman Lawa, Longback Langsank, and Demola Adeyi, Ajer Shashu, and Gote Ntegi. They are all part of the squad that has been invited, and we are hoping and wishing them all the best as they prepare for the FIFA World Under-19 World Cup in Brazil. Moving further, Flying Eagles head coach Paul Aigbogun yesterday in Abuja expressed confidence in his young home-based team doing the nations proud at the 12th edition of the African Games in Rabat, Morocco. The team had 18 home-based players who had been training in Abuja since early July to finalize preparations for the game. On Monday, the coach officially released the final 18-man list, which had Plateau United Ibrahim Abubakar as captain. Speaking before the team departed the Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium, the Nnamdi Azikiwe Airport in Lagos, en route Rabat, Aigbogun said he had worked with most of the boys in the build-up to the 2019 FIFA World Cup in Poland, and he says he hoped to correct the mistake they made, and he also hoped they'll be doing well. Also speaking is the media officer of the team, Andrew Randa, who says the team was psychologically and physically ready to do the nations proud. He disclosed that most of the foreign-based players that are invited will be inculcated into the squad to give or rather yield the positive result needed and also being aspired by Nigerians. And leaving national team issues, we take you, to the world scene, where in highly unusual move, World Soccer Governing Body, FIFA, has asked 54 member association of the Confederation of African Football, CAF, to sign a one-page media rights mandate that gives the World Governing Body an mandate to implement a central marketing plan to market and commercialize the media right for the FIFA African Qualifier 2022 and 2026. In a letter written yesterday by the Secretary of FIFA and General Delegate for Africa, who began work in her later position on August 1st in Cairo, Egypt, she told the 54 associates to sign and return the mandate no later than Wednesday, August 21st. Under the centralized arrangement, FIFA has proposed that all media rights, first, second, and third party, including live relay, and highlights coverage, and all distribution platform to all matches of FIFA African qualifiers for 2022 and 2026, including the playoffs, to be centrally marketed by FIFA. FIFA, in one-page mandate sent to all 54 members of CAF, also went on to state all net revenues generated through the central marketing media rights will be fully distributed among the 54 African members, associates of FIFA, and members of CAF. The open-end nature of this mandate will mean that expenses incurred by FIFA to manage the media right of the 2022 and 2026 World Cup qualifier for Africa would also involve significant constituency and agency fees, which CAF's 54 members, after signing the mandate, will be in no position to influence or object to, as FIFA would have the sole right on such matters. While the current proposal is certain to increase revenues for the less commercial viable countries on the continent, the FIFA proposal is likely to meet objections from major African TV marketers like Cameroon, South Africa, Egypt, Morocco, and Algeria, where they would certainly make more money from selling their World Cup qualifying rights individually. But FIFA says, no way, we are taking charge. Yes, in case you're just joining us, it's Melody Sports this lovely Wednesday morning. Yes, we'll soon be going to our Facebook page, and we're looking at tonight's Europa Super Cup being played by Chelsea as well as Liverpool. But before that, we'll go over to our Tetafo section and give you more gist. But breaking news is that Atletico Madrid striker Diego Costa has agreed to pay 1.7 million euros, and that is $1.9 million to Spain tax agency, which was investigating him for non-payment of taxes on image rights. A Spanish media team has reported. The agency said the 30-year-old hid income earned in 2014 from a sponsorship deal signed from Adidas. And he says that shortly before he joined Chelsea from Atletico that year, Costa, who has both Brazilian and Spanish citizenship, returned to Atletico in 2018 under a deal with Spain's tax office. Costa will plead guilty to tax evasion and pay 1.1 million euros in back taxes. And it looks as if he will also be sentenced to 6 months in jail, but will not serve time and instead pay a fine of 600,000 euro. The arrangement will be made official at the Madrid court come October 4th. Costa is the latest famous footballer to have fallen foul of Spain tax authorities. And wrapping up this section, before we go to our Tatafo section, let's tell you that, yes, a referee banned for 2 years over 100,000 US dollars bribe. And the Liberian Football Association has banned referee Joseph Trujal for 2 years for accepting a bribe. The ban follows an investigation conducted by the Liberian Football Federation's Grievance and Disciplinary Committee. During the investigation, the said referee admitted he received 100,000 US dollars after a second-tie relegation playoff match that saw Pegs beat Sarmex FC by 2-0. The countrywide ban starts with immediate effect. Please, when will bribery stop in football? That is the question we are asking this morning. Yes, in case you're just joining us, is Melody Sports this lovely Wednesday morning. Our lines are now open. Let's communicate and look at what will happen later on this evening out there in the capital of, yes, Turkey. Istanbul precisely is the venue. The two coaches are already talking tough. Jurgen Klopp, you heard him earlier in the program. And also, yes, the one man who has, he's still been, will I say he still was caught? No, let me just give him the benefit of doubt. But EPL, the Premier League, is a different ball game when it comes to Europe. So tonight he's going to have another taste of what European football is all about, and that is talking about new coach of Chelsea, Frank Lampard. But before I open my lines, let me quickly give you the numbers for you to dial and be part of the program. The numbers for you to call, they are 0813-037-9881 or 0807-842-9677, or go to our Facebook page. Our Facebook page is strictly meant for you to drop your prediction. Predict who goes home victorious tonight, and I'll be delighted to top up or recharge your phone. And I must tell you, it's going to be a game you will not want to miss. Yes, let's go to our telephone section before I open my lines and have one or two calls. Let me tell you that, yes, Paris Saint-Germain and Barcelona officials met for the first time to discuss a transfer for PSG Brazilian Neymar, who is 27, but no agreement was reached after a 3-hour discussion. Barca are prepared to offer PSG 93 million euro plus Brazilian forward Coutinho, as well as two other players in exchange for Neymar. And guess what? PSG have suggested to Barca that an offer of 93 million plus the three players will be enough to sign Neymar. But will that deal go through? Well, I hope it will. We have a call on the line, and let's quickly go to our phone lines this morning. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Thank you for joining us. Your name and where you're calling us from?
My name is Emmanuel. I'm calling from Uju.
Emmanuel, how is you do this morning? Okay, Emmanuel, which of the clubs are you supporting, Chelsea or Liverpool, for tonight?
Okay, I'm supporting Liverpool tonight.
Why? Are you a Liverpool fan?
No, I'm a Liverpool fan.
Okay, so you want Liverpool to beat Chelsea?
Yes, that is exactly my prediction today.
All right. What do you make of the idea, female referee handling the men's game?
That shows that it's a very tough game, and I really appreciate giving the privilege to female ref to officiate a big match like this. That's a boost the morale of female football.
Okay.
And I think it will give courage to many of the great players to play better football.
All right. Thank you very much, and I hope your prediction comes right. Scoreline?
I predict 3-1.
3-1. Liverpool 3, Chelsea 1.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Great defensive tackle.
And wrapping up the telephone section this morning, let's tell you that Manchester United will not entertain any offer from French midfielder Paul Pogba, who is 26, before the Europa transfer window closes. So it's like, Pogba, you're not going anywhere, says Manchester United this season. Hello, good morning. Good morning. You're our last caller for the day. Your name and where you're calling us from.
This is Mr. Aleke calling from Udu.
Okay, Oga Aleke, how you doing? How is Udu area this morning?
It is fine. Thank you for everything.
All right, Oga Aleke. Okay, quickly, Liverpool, Chelsea, who are you supporting?
You know I'm the Chelsea man. I must always support myself.
But do you see, is it going to be, this is actually an Herculean task for Chelsea, considering where you guys are coming from over the weekend. From 4-0, you will now go and win.
Yes, we are going to win this game by 1-0 today.
1-0. Okay, Oga Leke. In fact, I hope you win. I want to top up your phone for you. Thank you very much. Not forgotten, a couple of Champions League qualifiers were played yesterday, and big teams, yes, the Scottish champions Celtic were sent packing, and we also know that FC Porto, were they sent packing? Yes, they were also sent packing. Very, very sad one. That is the size of our presentation this morning. Remember to join us by 5 p.m. later on this evening, where PM Sport will be coming your way. I remain yours sincerely, the landed left stop striker Azuka Chemeka, saying have a fulfilling and also wonderful Wednesday. Bye-bye.
Feel the magic in the air.